Audius. So, Audius is lingering. It's not really... It's sort of struggling with price action at the moment. And I'm not really fully convinced by this. I know there's a lot of people that are quite bullish on Audius. And I'll talk about where I think it can go. But it's based on sort of a few factors that I don't think are particularly positive. There's definitely some positives, and I'll talk about them as well, but I'm going to sort of try and get a fair idea of where this is going in terms of price based on everything that's going on right now. Before I get into it though, guys, if you are new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying these coins. If you'd have done the same, if you'd have popped $100 into each coin when I released the vids, sat on them for about a year and a half and then sold them, your total profit would have been over 123 grand. Now that's in under a year and a half. We've just had the Bitcoin halving. You've got less than a year and a half to get your portfolio sorted. And if you want to see the coins that I own, I share them on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So the members literally see my entire portfolio. When I add to my portfolio, when I buy a new coin, I tell my members what coin, what price I'm buying it at. They can copy along exactly. This means they make the same profit, but they don't have to do any work. There are thousands of members on the site, and that's because they're making great money in crypto. And if you're looking to make great money in crypto, go read the site, see what it's all about. If you're looking to wait 3 or 4 months to get your portfolio sorted, it's going to be too late and you're going to have missed a lot of profits because the halving has happened and the markets are ready to start moving very, very soon. And like I said, everything on the site is public record, whether it's the course I did about Phantom in 2020 and talking about why it would 100x or more, or just what the members have earned. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. So check it out. So Audius. There's a lot that I personally view as red flags for Audius. Not like that it's a bad project. It's certainly not, right? It's all about trying to disrupt the music industry. It's a decentralized music streaming protocol. It's built on POA network, but it lives on Solana. It was launched to remedy the inefficiencies of the music industry, which is, the issues with transparent music rights ownership, or intermediaries that stand between the artists and their audience. There's a way to sort of improve the fan interaction with artists and equally benefit the artists. It's a clever concept. Look, it's an industry that needs a certain level of disruption. However, the issue I have here is just, dude, this isn't getting properly used. Artists Deserve More is a terrible selling point. If you are Joe Average, do you give a shit what the artists deserve on a honest basis? This is not how you get people to participate. People that are your average Joe don't care about this. Talk about what's the benefit for me using your service, not how are you going to pay the artists better. There's a concept that is a way to sell that. That shouldn't be the first place, the first thing anyone that is interested in using Audius as a service should see. Now, look, one thing I'll say for Audius, they've nailed down some well-known musicians, whether it's deadmau5, Skrillex, and then a load more that I don't know. Diplo I kind of know, or vaguely know. The rest I simply don't. I'm not modern enough. I don't listen to modern music anymore. Turned into my parents complaining about modern music and what it sounds like. They have got artist investors from Katy Perry, Nas, Chainsmokers, Pusha T, and Steve Aoki. I do know all of those. So that's something. I think there is a really bad premise here from not bad premise, bad marketing approach here. Is rubbish. Like, you've got to understand how people think. No one's going to see that and go, oh, I definitely want to use this so musicians get paid more. That's not how people... It's got to be, what's the benefit for me? What's the benefit for the audience? The marketing's weak from that standpoint. Next, the actual library of music is not particularly good as of right now. Now, obviously, that's got to do with growth. They've got to obviously onboard artists, musicians, and really figure out a way to get people involved, right? There's a certain amount of musicians that have some decent followers. Apparently there are two or three of them. Again, I don't know music anymore. But if we're going like, what was it, deadmau5? So let's have a look, because he's on here. There are 9 tracks on here, so that's something, right? He's active. But deadmau5 is pretty damn well known. His biggest one looks like it's 82,500 plays. 102,000, sorry, I just saw that. So that is amazing. Most played, 449,000, which is Skrillex. So look, man, usage here is not great. Audius has been up and running for a couple of years, right? You would have expected that, some of their biggest performers would be, getting some significant amount of plays. So it shows that, the audience isn't, maybe people aren't overly interested in Skrillex. I personally don't mind Skrillex. Or B, there's just not enough of an audience as of right now. And it's a real bitch of a job. Look, Audius have lofty aspirations here. They're trying to disrupt the music industry. There is a stranglehold on that. That's not going to be an easy thing to fix. That's not going to be an easy thing to disrupt. And I think fundamentally, it's a fighting a sort of losing battle. Another thing that's an issue from my perspective on Audius, well, no, it's not in my perspective, it's just obvious, but like, it's already on the biggest exchanges, so it isn't getting an exchange bounce. It's on Binance, it's on Coinbase, so there's no bounce coming from an exchange, from a listing. So where does the price action rally? Because here, like, the volume is 5.6 million. That is crap for a coin with a market cap of 200 plus million. I'm scouring through CoinMarketCap on a constant basis trying to find gems. And I'm seeing coins with market caps of 30 million that have or 35 million, 36 million that have a larger volume than Audius. That's not a great sign. That's a sign of interest being lost. The other thing is it just didn't really do much from bear cycle to the bull cycle that we've experienced so far. Like, maybe doubled. That's about the best it did. I just think interest is waning, and I also think fundamentally, look, you're fighting a losing battle. So I honestly think the max this gets to is about $2.50. I'm not even convinced it's going to get to $2.50, to be honest. The only way I actually believe it will get to that price is based upon a significant surge in artists. And you got to land some names, man. You got to get some people that, like, everyone knows. Now, granted, I'm probably not the guy to tell you who that is. I don't know. I don't listen to modern music at all. I have no concept of who's popular right now. Other than what I hear vaguely in the pub or on the news or whatever it is. Or just, someone won at the Grammys. That's it. But I have shown these people to people that know music, and none of them are like, oh yeah, he's really good or anything like that. So I'll trust their word. So realistically, look, $2.50 is the peak I think it gets, and that's if you get some seriously good artists or if you grow your user base. They've got 2 major jobs here. Market and get users. That is a massive job. You've got to get people using your platform more than they are because they're not using it enough. Number 2, you got to get artists. However you figure that out. And it's probably the 2 fixes. One fixes the other. If you start getting great artists, you'll get users. But that's a big job. That's their biggest job, is grow this as a business. Because, dude, no one's going to care if you don't get artists that people are truly interested in. It's a really tough job. They've got a really tough job. I rate what they're trying to do, but they've got to go on a serious, like, advertising campaign. And the advertising's got to be better than what it is. Again, this, if I go on to Audius, the main thing I see should not be artists deserve more. It should be you as a user deserve more. Focus on the people that are using your service. You can pitch to the musicians in private, but your platform should pitch to the user. I don't know. Look, I like it as a concept. I think they're really fighting an uphill battle. And the only way they're going to get to any sort of decent price point is if they onboard musicians and if they go on a serious advertising campaign. Otherwise, I would not be shocked if this struggles to break through $1. I would not be shocked if it really struggles to break through $1. And I know, I want to be clear, again, I'm not trying to assassinate the project by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's a good project, and I think I rate the founders for their sort of approach and what they're trying to do in terms of disrupting an industry that is full of middlemen that just take money. But they've got to get a better marketing team. Their marketing team's terrible. I'm sorry, it is, and there's a big job there. Like, the advertising is weak, and there's so many obvious fixes. I'm not going to go into providing unsolicited marketing advice here, but there are, off the top of my head, 4 or 5 obvious fixes that really improve and will resonate with users. And there are obvious ways to attract new users that are just not being done from my perspective. Here's one thing. If you have seen a bunch of Audius advertising anywhere, please share that in the comments. I'd love to have a look, because from what I've seen, I've not seen a single example of any good marketing or advertising. So share that in the comments, please. And guys, no, the Bitcoin halving has happened. If you're unhappy with your portfolio or uncertain, now is the time to do something about it. The market's going to get absolutely wild soon. If you're looking to wait 2-3 months to sort your portfolio, it's going to be too late. You're going to have missed out on tons of profit that you could have had. So have a read of copymycrypto.com. See what my members have earned. See the things that I've done in the past, the successes I've had. Go and look at videos on YouTube from 2020. Type in Phantom and look at the oldest videos. Because I tell you what you'll see, nothing. No one was talking about Phantom in 2020, other than myself. I did a whole course about it before anyone knew about it, when it had a market cap of $9 million. When I find coins like that now, I don't create courses. My members just get in on them. And again, see what the members have earned. Because if you haven't got your portfolio sorted, try copymycrypto.com out, because I'm sure it's a service that will help you out. And that's it from me, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.